could.
Oh, he's fine. He only threw 12 pitches yesterday. Thought he was pretty sharp again tonight. Mixing his breaking ball more, which gives him another weapon. Thought one of the key outings was Brad Brock, especially after sitting around for quite a while and going back out and being sharp again. Brad pitched real well for us. Probably the last third of the season. We could really use him to be that same contributor.
You talk about how teams like that, division rival, there's always going to be runs made. I mean, how good was it to see that run made that kicked you guys back?
Pardon, the what?
How good the run that you guys made, against their bullpen?
Well, I think when Bud bent but didn't break, gave us a chance. They had a few pops at him, and of course he wanted to go back out there, but he had thrown, I think, 35 pitches that inning, 98, 99, whatever it was. But, I think it was, you knew you were going to have to make a run on them there in the sixth. When you got someone like Miller and Batanze sitting down there, it kind of moves the game up where you pinch hit where you normally may not. And, John and I had grinded that batting order a lot today about trying to make sure we had somebody behind Jonesy, because we knew they would be careful with him that we could do some things with during the batting order. So we were fortunate it worked out. Of course, Delman had a big hit. I thought Caleb, the 2-out knocks are huge there.
Dave, we were talking about Chris Davis before the game. That opposite field hit, was that something that you really wanted to see, that he was going the other way?
Especially off a left-hander. But, at this point, I think Chris would take anything. He doesn't give in. He doesn't, his contact to damage ratio, again, has always been pretty good. But I know it's frustrating for him to strike out that much. But, more times than not, you like the finished product. But, whether he's hitting the ball the other way or pulling it firmly, just trying to string some good at bats. It's pretty obvious the way they're pitching him, but it's the same way they pitched him last year and the year before. Same way.
He was an 0 for 10. He was in an 0 for 10 skid coming in tonight. You have Pierce if you wanted to. Why go with him?
I thought Stevie needed a day, and I thought that Chris needed to play after last night. Sometimes it works the other way around. I know it made me right, but I look at it a little differently there. When a guy muffs a ball or something in the outfield, for me, you almost definitely want to play him next day.
You mentioned Caleb, along with what he gives you behind the plate. At 3 hits tonight, he's hitting 375. How much of an added bonus?
Well, I said it last year. It's one of the things that I wouldn't say I was counting on, but I thought we had the potential. Caleb's had a pretty good track record of hitting everywhere he's been except here, and he's a threat. This guy should have been the MVP of the Eastern League as an offensive player. So I don't think it surprises you from a track record standpoint. So I'm hoping it's something that I don't think he's going to hit 375, but I think he'll be a lot more of a threat hitting than people give him credit for.
Well, given what Chris did last year and then starting out slow this year, did you see any difference or change in him? Has he been able to keep that confidence?
No, he's been okay from what I've seen outwardly. I don't sit there and ask him every 5 minutes, how's your confidence today? I mean, he and Scott, like Scott does with all the hitters, have a good relationship, and they talk, and I see the hard work they're putting in. Just, it's nice to see him get a little return for it tonight. I tell you, Jonathan Scope's putting together some really good at bats. When him come back after the home run and square up a ball to right center field, that's pretty intriguing.
You talked about Brock at the top. It seemed like last year there were so many times Brock came into the game with you guys trailing and then held the opposition, and then guys scored a bunch of runs. I mean,
Brad's a very versatile pitcher. On a given night, you could do about anything you wanted to do with him and give you some multiple innings here and there and pitch a meaningful eighth if somebody has a day, needs a day. And I like the way he defends himself against left-handed hitters because of the changeup. I think he's one of our better right-handers against left-handed hitters.
What are you seeing with Tommy on it right now?
He's just, Tommy's got so much, I don't know, what do you want to call it, loose energy. He just, he wants, wants it wants us to be good. He wants to contribute so bad. He kind of gets out of whack a little bit and gets in a little too much of a throw mode. You know, it's hard to back him off. Got a big strikeout there from Rodriguez. I mean, he'll be better. His track record says that, you know, he'll go through some bumps and you'll like him when it's all said and done, and we will. What y'all gonna do on an off day tomorrow? What's your off day?
I talked to you about.
Oh, that's good.